I'm here to tell you it's a federal offense to copy this tape. If you do it, you'll go to jail and pay lots of money. So don't do it.
Hi, it's John Quayle from the league, and it's great to be on Big League Video. It's certainly going to be a great 1993 Winfield Cup, and I'm sure all our fans that have enjoyed rugby league so long are going to have a bigger and better year. There's no doubt that teams are going to be a lot more competitive. Everyone's going to be trying to take that great Winfield Cup off the Brisbane Broncos. They were the best team in 1992, but I'm sure all the other 15 that are going to be vying for that trophy are going to give it their best shot. I do hope it's a great year for everyone. I'm looking forward to it. All the best, and like we say, it'll be simply the best.
Big League Video presents Around the World in 80 Days. Well, sort of.
Hi, I'm Bob Burrell with the U.S. Patriots, welcoming you to Big League Video. We're down here for the Sydney Sevens. We're having a great time, and you guys are the best fans in the world. Without any further ado, let's go to the highlights.
About a metre on the Canterbury side of halfway. Three-man scrum. 7 minutes each way. International rules of the game other than those I've described, and here's a great break made by Luke Goodwin, the former Panther. He's away and puts it down. Gillies played it, McGrady gave it, and this is Castle offloading. Dallas makes a fine run, 25, 30 metres. They're not going to catch the youngster. He's away down the left flank and puts it down for the Bulldog.
Field seems to have been caught with the ball a number of times, Peter.
Well, that's okay. Like, he's better off being caught than throwing a silly pass.
Minto, he's got some pace. He learned to run on the sand, this fellow. McElhane had really no hope of getting that still. It was a shocker, wasn't it? They keep it going now. They get another chance. Nice and deep. They get a little break is made too. They can back it up. Yes, they'll get there. Oh, that's what they wanted. No doubt about that. Hasler. Fantastic player. What a great player he's been for Manly over the years, and for Australia, and for New South Wales. Iro now fires one out again. Here they go, Manly, as they raid away. They'll get there, I think. Yes, sir. Oh, no doubt about it. Oljanik now. They fire it out to Stokes. He gets it on to Roberts. The big man starts to stride down here. Draw him in. Puts the shoulder there. He might go all the way. Oh, yes, he does, Roberts.
Dunn's the dummy half. Put to the boot by Speechley, taken in a head-high tackle with Speechley. It'll be recalled, I feel.
It's a try to Galbraith.
He's given Galbraith the try, but they will go back to that, I think.
Just over a minute left on the clock.
This is Jeff Hardy, comes over the 22, puts Goldthorpe down to the 10. Oh, what a great pass! Walker gets the pass for Goulet. Goulet goes in to score. Brilliant try by the Dragons. Goulet to Mackay. Blake drops it onto the right foot, goes after it, gets another kick on it. Walker comes in support. They take it ahead. I'll tell you what, some of the soccer internationals will be proud of them. Walker gets it inside the 10. They go for the line. Donnelly puts it down. Oh boy, what a try.
Freeman, little handball out, nice little break too as they go through. Look at this, Eastern Suburbs through Murray. Murray puts the head back. They're coming at him, but he's there. Eastern Suburbs score. Comes back for Quinn. Now they keep it alive through Lee. Big man, but he can run too. Draws the Eastern Suburbs defence to him, and this should be 4 points for Cronulla through Craig Diamond. East now with a little bit of room to move. Hall, he makes that extra man. Hall now links up inside. Back it comes again. This time to Gaffey. Gaffey tries to straighten up, throws a nice pass out wide. Chance now for the Roosters. Down the touchline he goes. Can he beat him? Yes, he does! Oh, yes! What about that? Nothing wrong with that try, Jeff Orford. That was a ripper. Oh, that was a beauty.
You like the Roosters, Darryl, do you?
And the third team in this pool with Western Suburbs and Newcastle is Port Moresby. Langmack gets a beautiful ball over to Terry Hill. He's got 50, 40, 30 to go. Terry Hill running away from Newcastle, and he puts it down. Hagan again, looking to turn it inside, finds it outside for Martin. Martin gets it away for Brunker. Brunker gets inside the 20, one to beat, steps in, stands him up and puts it down. Now Graham Mackay, the kick and chase. He might regather. He does, and I don't think they'll catch him. No, they won't. Mackay under the uprights.
Well, fortune favours the brave. Thought he might nearly have caught that on the full.
Away goes Caruana. He's very smart out of dummy half, Caruana. Good play by North Sydney. Sees it come down through Craig Wilson and turned inside. Caruana backs him up. Gets the pass away. Craig Wilson backs up Caruana. Solomon is there now. North Sydney with a real good chance. David Hall for the corner. Yes, try.
Where's Piskinov? We haven't seen Piskinov for a while.
He might have done that.
Where's Pisky? Give Pisky the ball.
Turn it up.
No.
Turn it up, McCallum. Let him go.
Canberra feed. Belcher, that familiar step. Canberra now just open them up again. Too easy for Canberra. Oh, a little tap though. So Hoppy gets brought down. He gets up again. The Ruskin coming across. Hoppy goes in under the post. Getting a little bit embarrassing now.
Hallo, my naam is Johnny Esser, ek is die Afrikaanse kaptein en ek hoop julle almal geniet Big League video. Hi, my name is John Esser, I'm the South African captain and I hope you all enjoy Big League video.
The rules are changed. This is really just to show the skills of running, dodging like you're looking at now and scoring tries, and that's what the South Africans are trying to do, and this could be very much an historic try if they go over. But the American cover comes. The South Africans fight back. Bell comes in and South Africa score the first try, and boy oh boy, listen to this crowd.
Rugby League's fairly new in South Africa. We've only started off actually going on flat out October last year with the intercity tournament, the second actually intercity tournament in which 8 sides competed all over South Africa. They then selected a practice group out of that, which they then selected the South African squad out of that played against the Russians in 2 tests on the 13th and the 20th of November. They then after that selected the 7-a-side side out of the South African squad that played the Russians, and then 2 other guys got chosen on merit. But it's really getting there. I think it's really developing quite quickly. The development amongst the black schools and black children in South Africa is also getting off quite well. We're actually just lacking a bit of financial support at this stage, but I think within the next year it's going to actually grow to a great extent in South Africa.
Hi, I'm Ray Hadley, inviting you to join the 2UE Continuous Call team every Saturday and Sunday for the #1 coverage of rugby league. We discuss all the issues, take your calls, and of course as well call the big games on Saturday and Sunday. I'm joined by former internationals John Gibbs, Wayne Pearce and Michael O'Connor, the chief rugby league writer of the Telegraph Mirror Peter Frelingos, Australian Test coach Bob Fulton, and of course St George skipper Michael Beattie. So make sure you join us every Saturday and Sunday for the #1 coverage of rugby league right here on Radio 2UE.
Hi, this is Julian O'Neill.
And I'm Willie Kahn.
And let's have a look at some of the highlights in 1992. What were they for you, Willie?
For me, Julian, I think it was the Grand Final win. It was the first ever brought to Queensland.
Oh, mate, it was the pinnacle of rugby league. I mean, I've been in it the first time, but I'd have to say the World Club Challenge, because it's the first time someone from our shores ever done it, and it's just good for Australia and good for the Broncos.
Let's go back to the videotape.
How's that? Where'd you get that from?
And they're all piling in, tension running high, and there's a right battle going on. Oh, this is disgraceful.
Well, no doubt about it, it was Andrew G that started it off. Wigan should never have retaliated.
And Wigan have got the penalty, and Sean Edwards looked for the quick tap and has taken it to Dean Bell.
He finds Botica, the Kiwi, has got Andre Stoop in support. Stoop down the touchline and taken out by Michael Hancock. Wigan, a quicksilver attack that was. This is Philip Clark.
Wonderful play by Wigan, quick thinking, quick tap. Caught the Brisbane defence off.
Andy Platt. The acting halfback is Dermott. This is Edwards. Botica, Edwards taking over again. He finds his captain, Dean Bell. Bell turns the ball inside to Farah. Farah running straight.
And unfortunately for Wigan, that last tackle, the little kick just didn't go to the right man. McGinty forced to take the kick. And now Brisbane under all sorts of trouble here. Really can't take a high ball to retain possession.
They're trapped inside their own quarter line, but the referee has given Wigan a penalty.
Yes, obstruction there has been ruled. The ball going back. We see the Brisbane player coming across in front. Kerrod Walters was the man penalised, and a very good decision there by Dennis Hale.
And the cheers and the flags will tell you that is now 33 goals for the season for the Kiwi, and Wigan have struck first with the penalty, 2 points to 0.
Well, any doubt that both sides or fans thought that they weren't taking things serious? Well, that's certainly been put to the test now.
First chance for a fire to run. He unloads the ball to Botica. Botica caught high. Referee waves, play on. Here's Platt again. They're going at each other, hammer and tongs, these two. It's the last tackle. Wigan on halfway with Edwards. Not a bad kick.
No, and that's a marvellous set of 6 there from Wigan. Prepared to attack from their own line.
We've had almost 16 minutes play. It seems to have gone in a flash. And Wigan are ahead by 2 points to 0. That Frano Botica penalty. The Broncos, though, in possession. That was Renouf. This now is Chris Johns. Almost through. Cowie got a good ankle tap in just to hold him up. And then Cowie coming in again, finished him off. Langer. That's a good ball, run off. Great Britain know all about him, and that was a good ball to Mark Hone, and loaded as he went down in the tackle. Kerrod Walters, the dummy half.
Wigan certainly got to watch the runs from the hooker from the dummy half there. He can split the defence.
Little chip through by Kevin Walters. Andre Stoop picked it up, but not cleanly. He knocked it on.
Stoop really was the star performer.
It's the Broncos who are in possession. This is a great run from O'Neill, the fullback. O'Neill scores the first try. Julian O'Neill, a teenager in the Grand Final just over a month ago, and now at 20, he's got the Broncos rolling. Maddison then, a deadly goal kicker, as deadly as Botica, and that's how deadly he is. That's an excellent conversion. Brisbane ominously starting to click up a gear. Hone to Kevin Walters. Walters back to the try scorer O'Neill. Big gap again ahead of O'Neill.
Good tackling by Neil Cowie. Matheson is the acting halfback. This is Langer looking to weave some magic. Lovely reverse pass too. Almost let Gilmeister in. Brisbane Broncos haven't finished. This is Kerrod Walters. And he's just held up about half a metre short. It's the last tackle. Langer will spread it wide. Matheson dabs the ball forward. And luckily for Wigan, they were alert to it. They knock it dead. It's Langer's feed at this scrum. And the crowd on that far side screamed that he was feeding. Just went, I think, behind the front row's legs maybe, and is that a touch of British bias? Mike?
Oh, they don't bother these days, and I think we saw last Saturday at Wembley that anything goes.
The one thing that you will find the crowd reacting against the Alan Langer feed is a lot of times he tends to throw the football in before the scrums have even packed. So it gets out fairly quickly.
Here come the Broncos again. That's a lovely move, and this is Renouf. We know this fellow can move. Home gets the ball to Kerrod Walters, and Walters is in under the sticks.
Excellent play here. The switch to the blind, the loose forward it was. Terry Matheson through the dummies opposite. Clark missed him. He was struggling there. Good step there by Renouf. And this is where the support play comes in. Mark Hone. And look at the man go. No one is going to stop him. That is a good try. Good support play.
This is Renouf again. This fellow is a star in the making, there's no doubt. Only a youngster, but my word, what talent. That touched a Wigan hand. It'll be 6 to go. It's O'Neill for the Broncos. Yes, 6 more, says referee Hale.
It's a good job as well that Clark got his hand to that ball, because there was 5 Broncos out wide.
So yet more pressure for the English champions, Wigan, facing the Australian challenge of the Brisbane Broncos. Kerrod Walters in possession for them. Langer, Kevin Walters. Johns just went through his arms, but Renouf was there, and eventually they'll bring him down, but he still manages to get the ball away. Khan dabs it forward, and that's good play by Andre Stoop. Stoop motoring down the touchline, and right behind him was Michael Hancock, who finishes off the job second time round.
Wonderful play by both sides, but Andre Stoop, plenty of skills there. Many a fullback would have just been happy to get in the field of play. He wasn't. He raced up 30 yards. That's what his job is, to go round the back in case there's a mistake.
Had a wonderful season, didn't he, O'Neill? And here we go again. Skerritt involved, and there's another fight. Tempers running high.
Yes, a lot of feeling out there. Andrew G was taken fairly high there by Kelvin Skerritt. And he did throw the football away, which again won't please his coach.
Kerrod Walters now for the Broncos. He releases it to Langer. And Langer, great tackle coming in on him from Martin Dermott. Quite a few people I know in Australia are upset at the challenge by Dermott last Saturday on Fittler. Nothing wrong with that one though. Copybook tackling. And here's Copybook running now from the second row of Gilmeister. He has got support out wide from Hancock. Hancock for the corner. No, he touched it down.
Oh, great
but
tackle.
The touch judge there says that he put a foot in touch first. This is Kerrod Walters in at dummy half. Misses out Hone. Instead finds Gilmeister. That's good tackling from Philip Clark.
A couple of the Brisbane guys in the wards, the fullback Julian O'Neill and also Michael Hancock, have received attention.
But this is Kevin Walters on the charge for the Broncos. He's given it to Renouf. Good tackle, but they can't keep them out. It's the winger, Michael Hancock. Hancock jinking along the in-goal area and touching down, much to the displeasure of Dennis Betts, but improving the angle for the goal kicker. Quick, incisive play again from the Broncos of Brisbane.
A little bit over-ambitious here, Michael Hancock. He should have put the ball down there. That really is rubbing salt in the wound.
And Terry Matheson now has this conversion attempt to push the Broncos further towards the World Club Challenge trophy, but he misses. Wigan under so much pressure, Mike, aren't they? They don't get pressure like this in the First Division.
Well, they look shell-shocked, don't they? They look confused. This Brisbane defence still going through the motions. They really are moving up quickly.
The chip over the top. Edwards saw it. Edwards read it perfectly. He fancies a race with them. Fancies a race with O'Neill. Has Platt there. O'Neill's made a big blunder. It's come off for Edwards.
Well, Sean Edwards, he really did deserve this. A good kick here by the hooker Dermott. He read it well, another kick through. I thought he kicked too short. You see, he looked towards where was Martin O'Fire. Now O'Neill, he seems to take all the time in the world. He was very, very lax there.
And Bottica adds the extra two. We're in for a finish. Dermott with the little kick over the top that worked for them before. It's not working now because Willie Kahn has it. And he's away from one, and he has support from Renouf, and Renouf has support on the far side with Kahn, and that's the World Club Championship.
And Kahn sets off, tries to do the step. You see that the Wigan defence have come through. There's only one man come forward. Lovely positional play there by Renouf, coming on the inside, giving him the option. The crowd went berserk. They thought it was forward. I may agree with them, but it's all to avail.
Matheson with the conversion attempt. And he's kicked it too, just to rub salt well and truly in the Wigan wound.
And they're a fairly special football team. As I say, they had a very good season at home, only losing something like 4 or 5 games through the domestic competition. And to do that, it takes a very, very good football side, and they've proven it once again tonight. That's what they are.
And then to win this competition in Wigan's own backyard, a tremendous achievement by the men from Brisbane. And there is the final moment of this match. The Broncos worthy winners by 22 points to 8. And Alan Langer now leads his men to receive the World Club Challenge Trophy from the retiring Chief Executive of the Rugby Football League, David Oxley. And Brisbane Broncos are the World Club champions for 1992. So many people thought there would be red and white ribbons hanging from that, but it's the maroon, yellow and white ribbons of the Brisbane Broncos.
We got a great start, put pressure on them early and then got the points, and that made it a little bit easier in the last 10 minutes or so.
Langer, try to Alan Langer after 10 minutes. And there's the conversion for the extra 2 from Terry Madison.
Experiencing all this in my life, the people just, you really feel as though you've done something for the people and for yourself, and it's just there's no other way to describe it. It's just such a feeling of, you know, it's hard to describe it.
Take my heart and make it strong, baby. You're simply the best. Programs.
7 t-shirts, $5.
How much? Come on, mate. How much for these shirts, mate? How much for these shirts? Bougie or you know what?
Hi, I'm Natalie. And I'm Vicky. We're down here at the Rugby League 1-7 having a style promotion. The atmosphere is electric. It's fantastic, so get down here as soon as you can. Or, if not, watch it on Big League Video. That's right. In your store now. See ya. Bye.
It would seem fairly certain that Canterbury would beat this New Zealand side and thereby go on. This is Missy Farder. He's down the left flank. Oh, look at him go! My goodness! Didn't he show some toe?
Oh, Farder's blown him off there.
Kerrod Walters sees some space up the centre. Takes about 10 metres of it. Here's the call, the familiar call of Michael Hancock, and he shows them a clean pair of heels as he goes in for another Brisbane try. No marker, pinches 5 or 6 with one shoe missing. Now it's Kerrod Walters giving it to Kahn, backed up by Kerrod Walters, fends away from one, goes inside the 30, picks up Madison, still without one shoe, passes the lofted pass over for Kerrod Walters. He looks towards the 25-metre area. Chris Johns, though, he takes the pass, takes the defence, gives it away. Langer gets it on. Now it's with O'Neill, puts in the goofy step, then he puts on the accelerator and goes in for a Brisbane try.
Inside they go, looking for some support. Dwyer flicks one out the back door. It's picked up by Walsh. Going nowhere. There's the big pass again. Comes out to Kerfler. Kerfler straightens up. Can they score a try? Flicks it back inside. Intercepted by David Rowlands. He'll go all the way. The Americans coming across. Maybe they can run him down. David Rowlands Too much pace. The Americans run out of puff, no doubt about that, and he'll score in the corner. Well, so close, yet so far. Chip over the top. Both teams are prepared to kick here. The chase is on. Namu, if he can get the bounce, yes, sir. First points to Manly or England. Nicely done. Corday puts the kick up. The chase is on. Can he get the bounce this time? He does. So the French go over. And that was nice work too. Put the ball in the air.
In the Fijian Islands, in fact, 6 of them, 6 teams, they play a competition. Here's a chance for a try. This big man is running away. Yes, Rapati!
So no score on the board at the moment. 4:07 into the match. The South Africans get a kick off the side of the boot. Regain possession. This is Mark Johnson. Flicks one back for Mahoney. Mahoney gets it out for Lilienfeld. Now this is Muir. This is Steermag. If he scores, he'll go berserk. He's got round Freeman. Steermag. He's going to go all the way. He's going to get there with a big dive at the end. That's what he came from South Africa to do, the young fella Steermag. He's got there. The crowd love it. Go East come away with the ball now, and this is the last throw of the dice of both teams as Tony Casado flicks one out for Ricketson. Ricketson straightens it up, back it comes inside for Brendan Hall. Brendan Hall gets it back for Casado. He's handled twice so far, heads for the line, turns it back again for Brendan Hall. Well, they've just passed between the two of them.
Now they make it do the work. They put it through the hands. Ben Moidy turning it back into the centre for Taxi Karu. He's running fast. He'll go all the way and put it down. Papua New Guinea. Nice easy name. Rolls off the tongue, Peter Lima. Not so this fellow. This is Paki Tumamavi. And away again, the Tamavi brothers. They put it together and they send in Fawathu.
Defence onto him though, centre field. Levinsky now, a chance for the Russians if they can get the bounce. The defence comes along and this is what the crowd's waited for. Let's wait for the referee. Oh, yes, sir. They try to Russia. They've finally cracked one. Here they come. Still alive. Osachi handballs it over. He gets it on to Karnaev. Peskanov. Can he score? Peskanov, yes, he will. Ha-ha! Listen to the crowd go up now. The Russians going to try right on the hooter. McCracken got some pace. McCracken straight through. McCracken, can he go all the way? Unloads this time to Brett Dallison. Canterbury will go in. The Bulldogs bite again. Oh, they're doing it easy against New Zealand.
Very talented young player, one of several that I mentioned earlier. Souths have on board this year. Here's the Americans putting on a real gridiron play. That wasn't forward, was it? I didn't think that was forward.
Well, the high fives are going up. The South Sydney players enjoyed it. I thought it was a line ball decision. It may have just floated forward.
These guys have a lot of fun when they play, and I think that they've got an aptitude. Unfortunately, in Australia, we learn the game as kids. These guys don't learn the game till they're in their 20s, and you learn many bad habits. So, yeah, that's against them. But I think the side's a good side. If we had a ball player, I think we'd perform a hell of a lot better. We needed a ball player this time. I spoke to John Morgan, who's in charge of America. Next time they come out here, they're looking at bringing a 13-man team to play a couple of exhibition games before the next sevens, and hopefully we'll have a ball player.
He and Paul Sirenen, Benny Elias, they're laying down the law. I guess they were saying we're really making hard work of this. Here goes the French again. Savon, they won't catch this fellow. 80-metre run by Savon. The French go to an 8-4 lead in. Another 2 still to come. Davis, quick hands for Smith. Now Clint Robinson, and Balmain wins the match.
Fiji now get the feed 5 metres out in their own line. Immediately they throw the football.
Nico, his pass to Noah. Noah's got some speed. Look at him go. Galbraith won't catch him. Noah's away. Oh boy, can they run when they see some space?
Well, a couple of their players, like watching Farlap, when they stride out, they've got enormous strides.
Galbraith, Dunn. I like some of the things Paul Dunn has done in the last couple of matches we've seen him. He looks like he's going to have, I think, a good year for Parramatta. Ericsson gives Cameron Blair a chance. Bartolo says to Ericsson, you started it, you finish it. And Ericsson puts it down for 4.
Magpies throwing it around. Terry Hill got some pace. Terry Hill too fast for PNG at this stage. Look at this. The eyes tell the story. The determination is there, and the Magpies score first points here through Terry Hill. He's got plenty of pace. Almost got through. Got up and had another go. Now he looks for support. Through it comes in the shape of Carew, and away they go. Carew. He's juggling. He'll go all the way. Look at the head goes back. Down he goes and does the belly roll. Oh, don't you just love it when they score? Oh, yes, sir. That's the way to do it. There's only a second left. This will be the final fling at it. Can they score off this? Up it goes. It's probably too deep. The chasers are going to be the bounce of the ball. The Maggies need to get it. Oh, he's come out of the crowds. Let me tell you, he's come out of the crowds, and that's a try. What about the pace of that? He gave him about 30 metres start. And look at the rolls going on.
Have a look at the boys.
All over the place.
Oh, what are they on? Get me some of that beetle nut. That's sensational stuff.
They got the corner post. The flags are flying. They've gone mad. He gave him 30 metres start and got him. Sensational stuff.
What's he doing to that post?
Oh.
We set out to play a game at a time. We got our focus right. We got our attitude right. We play the first game at a time. We play one game at a time. And we come this far. If we have to play 10 games, we'll take them all as they come.
He's been successful, and you'll find that normally successful men like to keep doing that, and he's obviously got a lot of coaching ability. I know the players there respect him, and they're looking forward to a big day. As Western Samoa, oh, they've carved him up. This is another one. Ilia's away.
Try time number 2 for Elia. He'll go right down under the black dot, but you can't take these sides lightly.
Opposition under all sorts of threats here. 3 minutes 30 on the clock, 10 all.
Davis. Bowles gives it to Terry Cook. He steps them. He gets away from them, and it's another try. Jason Deeth plays it 3 metres out. Mal Meninga. Brett Mullins puts the foot down. Runs towards the flanker. There's the try for the Canberra Raiders, scored by Fullerby.
And the Rhinos bring it back. Nice pass out to plenty of pace here from John Asser. And he might just go all the way, Asser too. He's got the legs pumping, the defence is coming across. I don't think they'll get him. John Asser in for a try. That's one you'll remember for a long, long time.
Well, sevens is a lot faster than the normal football, which we play week in, week out. Players have got the ability to run around players, so you're not so strict on the rules, like 5 metres and so on. Because usually the team that's got the ball, if they hold it for 6, can score a try. And so you let the game run. It's entertainment for the crowd. They've come to see tries, and that's what it's all about.
Last year, October, Australia played Great Britain in the World Cup final. And who knows, maybe in 10 years' time, South Africa could be up there competing against both.
The World Cup was first staged in 1954. It was held sporadically for 18 years. France hosting the series, won by Great Britain over the host nation. Australia and Great Britain shared the honours in the first 18 years. The Cup concept changed in 75 and 77, the World Cup becoming the World Series, but that idea failed. In 1985, the World Series became the World Cup, with all teams playing each other. Australia making the final against New Zealand. In a fierce battle, the Kangaroos winning 25-12.
The job here comes out to Pearce. Oh, good pass out here, and they're in Australia.
In 1989, more changes. The Cup now a competition involving all teams playing each other twice. Australia went through the series undefeated. Its last match, an unconvincing victory over New Guinea at Townsville.
A Mill under the post, is he? Magnificent.
As Mal Meninga kicks off, the World Cup final is underway. Dennis Betts is the first of the Great Britain players to come back and reach the reception committee from Australia. This is Hunt, swarmed over the top by Sargent in particular. Lazarus was with him. Now they go left, and it's a cut-out ball for Ward. Australia coming up very quickly in defence. England having trouble getting outside the 22. Andy Pratt makes an indentation. Now away from Edwards. A face ball for Schofield, but they really haven't gone anywhere. But here's the first penalty to Great Britain. So the tap has been taken, and again Ward is in the 9 jumper. This is Ward in 8. Hit and spin, looking to offload. 40 metres away from the Australian line. Clark is with it in the headgear. Dermott. Cut out pass, second man play for Edwards and then Schofield.
Threw the ball too early there, Sean Edwards. They created half an overlap, but he didn't go to the defence. As Offia gets involved on the last tackle, 30 metres out.
To the right for the boot of Derek Fox. And a test for young Tim Brasher. He's lost the ball. That should be a penalty. Right in front for Great Britain.
Australia haven't had the football, and they will register first points.
So the first 2 penalties of the final have gone to the home side. And Derek Fox from right in front raises the flags. 2 points to 0 in favour of Great Britain.
They're showing a lot of variety around the rucks, the Great Britain side. A lot of cut-out passes and also change of direction. It's good coaching from Malcolm Real to try and get through this Australian defence.
Sean Edwards comes away from dummy half. 5 tackles gone now for Great Britain. The kick for Joe Lydon. He loses his footing. Flicks the ball out for Fox. Fox gets the kick in.
That's marvellous skill from Joe Lydon. Got the ball away to Derek Fox on the last tackle as Tim Brasher beats the tackle of Dennis Betts. But Lydon has actually hurt himself in back play. He's limping back into the full-back position.
Picked up and driven into the turf. Joint tackle by Clark and Edwards. Now Lazarus takes it up the centre. Walters for Seranen. The big man takes it over the halfway. Met by Hanley and wrapped up. Walters now looking for the left. Langer's with it. Fittler fades inside, but Langer is put away there by Fox. Now Fittler drops it onto the left foot. Ball rolls down into the corner behind Hunt, the winger, and goes in touch in goal. One of the English players warming up. It took him for Lydon. Beautiful kick, finding the line 15 metres away from the Australian line.
And if Australia can slow down the English play the ball, I think that is an enormous advantage they go in with. There's a great ball from Lazarus to Steve Wallace. Picks up Langer.
Langer takes it inside the 32, but Hanley brings him down with a great tackle. Meninga now. Fittler. Inside ball to Linda. Linda's away. 8 metres out from the line. Now Australia's turn to test their defence.
Here's a penalty. Penalty the Australians offside in the play the ball. Wouldn't get off the tackle player. And this will be a shot for goal by Meninga.
2 points all at Wembley in the final. Langer. Linda working out wide, taking the tackle, giving it to Meninga. One-handed pass for Willie Kahn to go down the right sideline. Brought down though by Sean Edwards. 35 metres away. Langer wide. Fittler straightens. Takes it to the 32 and the penalty.
Well, Martin Dermott's the man who's been called out. Fittler put the left foot step on. Hale's not very happy with him. Swinging arm, I felt, in the tackle. Came in over the top.
A lot of concern over Bradley Fittler. High up on the cheekbone. You can see the swelling already starting under the right eye.
He's probably got a depressed fracture of the cheekbone.
Almost right in front. Looks okay, but it's getting away. Walters away for Lazarus. Heard the call from Langer. And Langer was smothered by one of the Englishmen coming through. It was Andy Platt. Sargent. He tries to make the break. They're 10 metres out. They're right in front. To the left, and Fittler juggles it. Does well. Lazarus goes the other way. Puts the grubber through. Schofield cleans up. Little bit of pushing and shoving, nothing in it. Clyde. 2 points all then. Midway through the first half, Steve Walters on a dummy half scurry. Picks up Langer. 32 out from the line. 5 gone. Fittler. Chip and chase. Joe Lydon can't take it. Challenge for Australia. Referee ruled that it was propelled forward. Now the ball has been lost and he's given the penalty.
Well, he gave a penalty. I don't think he actually saw what happened.
Fox is just outside the 40-metre line. He's almost in centre field. 2 points all. He raised the flags after 6 minutes. In flight, he's having no trouble with distance, nor direction. Great Britain lead by 4 points to 2. Just looking at these flags, the breeze in the first half is behind Great Britain. How big an effect as we pick up the play with Khan going down the sideline to the halfway, pulled down by the halves, Edwards and Fox.
Need a quick play the ball. They'll go wide straight away. Alan Langer looking to support, and he's picked up Steve Wallace on the inside. The Australian attack a little bit slow to link up with Langer there. They now do so off Fittler.
Fittler turning it back for Sirinen. Sirinen looking to promote it. Tackled on the 32. This is the last. Langer. Long ball for Linda. Shorter pass for Meninga. Puts it under the boot and looks to send the winger in there. Long pass for Langer. Pushed on for Fittler. Turned inside Meninga. 10 metres out. Great Britain's defence really stretched now. Penalty goes to Australia. 10 metres off centre. 20 metres out. Strikes it. Gets the 2 points. We're back level again at 4 points all in the World Cup final.
But a few of the Australians now looking a little bit tired as well.
He's had a great tackling game, Sean Edwards. He saved 3 or 4 tricky situations for the Great Britain side with just good cover defence. That's got to be forward.
He's given the penalty. You don't often see a penalty come from that infringement, but he's ruled that the ball was thrown deliberately forward. Successful with both his attempts so far. 4 points all. Nearing half-time. Derek Fox strikes it nicely. There's a further 2 points. Great Britain leading again by 6 points to 4. Here's O'Fire coming in off the blind wing. Renouf! Pulled down magnificently there by Nathan O'Fire.
Sean Edwards has got him with the best knee and has got 10 minutes for it. Ridiculous play from Edwards. He's leaving his side short now, but he too is lucky to stay on there.
18 metres away now. Meninga's gone to dummy half. Fittler wants it, he's got it. Walters is out wide. Tries to dance over the 22 mark. Ball comes out the back again. He says play on. Fittler tries to get a pass away but holds on. Walters. Lazarus on the blind side. Meninga goes towards the corner. Flicks it out for Khan. Khan rubber kicks. He gets it down, but the referee calls it back.
Well, I don't know if he's ruled a forward pass or a knock on there. It's one of them. Willie Khan, a lovely little piece of play there at the end to kick the ball in and regather.
They're finding holes everywhere now, the Australians.
Langer away for Walters. Dummies on the run around. Turns it up the centre. Just 10 metres away from the line. Played by Steve Walters. It's with Brad Fittler. He grubber kicks, and it's Hunt over there who rakes it over the dead ball line. This is the last. Fox puts up the bomb. Tim Brasher underneath it. I don't know that he's got the ball.
Great take.
Held up. He hasn't got it down. Fittler calls for it on the right. Dummies to Lazarus. Gives it back inside for Sargent. 15 out from the line. Langer, a wide blind side, and he's pulled down. Desperate tackling by Great Britain. This is the last. Fittler chips for himself. Cleaned up back there is taped by Fittler. Kevin Walters. Khan turns it inside for Meninga. Hunt Kevin Walters. Back for Langer.
They've been trying the inside passes all day, the Aussies, but the Great Britain defence has been equal to the task. They're coming up both sides now.
Kevin Walters delivers to Renouf. Here comes a try. Renouf scores. First and only try. Debutant player. Beautiful pass. Right onto his chest. Meninga from the sideline. It doesn't look too bad. Flags are up. Meninga gets the goal. 10-6 Australia.
Got numbers to the left here. Off his wing. It's a slow flow the ball.
Andy Platt. 10 metres out from the line. The crowd really behind Great Britain now. They're at their loudest octave. Skerritt plays the ball. Away for Gary Schofield. Knocked down by Mal Meninga. The skies above Wembley. The cup holders looking as though they're going to hang on to it now, although Hancock loses the ball. Another chance for Great Britain. And they get a penalty. Right in front.
It's got to be a tap.
They don't take that. They take the tap. Dennis Betts. Out from the line. Platt. He tries to get a pass away. There's the siren. It's all over. Australia retains the World Cup.
Well, I think the one try between the sides is a pretty fair indication of 80 minutes between two sides now on the international level. Very little separating them. We saw a 2-1 victory to the Australian side in the last British Lions tour. That was the case in 1990 with the Kangaroos. And Steve Walters in picture there. A marvellous game for the Australian side.
Good team effort, you know. I thought we were a better side all day. We just couldn't get over the line, you know. And it's good to see Stevie Renouf dive over there.
So Mal Meninga now leads the procession. There goes the cup. Held high. Crowd of just under 80,000 at Wembley. They applaud the Rugby League World Champions.
The odds are against us today. We haven't beaten England or Great Britain over here for a long, long time. Got beaten in 90. Yeah, the crowd was against us, but we showed true character and spirit. And the guys stuck to our guns. You know, we could have thrown the towel in there when we started making mistakes. We couldn't cross the line because of their defence, but you know, we stuck to our guns and we got there.
When Australia and Great Britain did battle for the World Cup, the Telegraph Mirror was there to cover the action. Whenever there's something major happening in the world of rugby league, the game's #1 newspaper is on the case with their stable of award-winning journalists keeping you in touch with the latest. So if you want the inside mail on what's really going on in the greatest game of all, you simply can't afford to miss the Telegraph Mirror.
Well, there is a growing thought in rugby league in modern times that there are too many players on the field, that the game is getting too cluttered up by 26 sweaty bodies. The World Sevens, really not the traditional game, is it? 14 on the field. Of course you see more tries, less players to worry about in defence. I'm a traditionalist. I like to see 13 aside. However, in saying that, I will concede that the game it's faster. It's a lot faster than it was 5-10 years ago. The players certainly are fitter simply because they're more devoted, they're more dedicated, and they've got every reason to be because it's the reason of the dollar, and there are big dollars in rugby league. So the dollars make the incentive there to train harder, to spend more time with their bodies and getting themselves match fit. So the game's faster, the athletes are fitter, and the room is still the same. So really the equation doesn't pan out. Something has to be done if we're to get more open, fast, attractive football. We're not getting that, and it must be a worry for the league. The crowds, for the first time in many years, declined in 1992. Perhaps the public want more action. They want to see more fast, open football. Only one way to do it. No good changing the rules. That won't do it. Take 1 or 2 players off either side. Bring it back to 11-a-side game. You certainly will get faster football. You'll certainly get more tries and more action, but it's not my bag. I like the traditional game. I can sit there for a year and a half, watch 13, play 13, and come away feeling happy.
Coming from the old school, we played 13-a-side ever since I was a kid, and I don't like to see the game change. I don't think there's a need to lessen the numbers to make it more exciting. We just need to improve as athletes to so we can use that space the best we can. For my money, let's not go anywhere else but 13.
13 football is the way it is at the moment. It's very entertaining, so why change a good thing?
Well, whatever they make the rules, I'll probably still come back week in, week out and referee, but I like the game 13 all. It's a hard, tough game. I wouldn't like to see football as this open going for 80 minutes. It'd be too quick.
Well, I don't know if that's the way to do it, because there are other issues to address before they have a look at that. And I think the problems at present are that eventually they'll go to a one game per day competition, 4 quarters, 20 players run on, run off. I think at that time the question will have to be answered, because the players will be fresher. The people are only dedicating so much time to watch the sport today, so they expect the thing to be open a little bit. You're not going to make the ground any larger. So unless they have a drastic change of the rules, they're obviously going to have to reduce the numbers of people. We've already seen that nobody wants to watch scrum, so much as you hate to see change, or some people hate to see change, the traditionalists, but it's an inevitability.
I'm not too sure about it. It's all right there as it is now. Yeah, so me myself playing for football, so I'm not too sure. So I reckon it's all right just being 13.
Seven's a lot of fun, and it's a lot faster and there's more action and more tries, so yeah, I think it's a better game, but I don't really know so much about football.
Oh, come on, cut it out.
I don't think it's because of the number of players that it's become more defensive. It's just that they've concentrated more on defence in the past.
I reckon they should just leave it as it is. They should just leave the whole thing in the suck.
Last year, I did see the sevens last year. I think it's a little more exciting, a little more action, scoring-wise, everything with 7, and probably something in between the 13 and the 7 would be good. I think it would open up the game a little bit more.
It's probably a lot better for the crowds, mate. But I think as a player who's played for a fair while, I'd hate to see him reduce it. It's tough enough for 13 out there without reducing the number anymore.
From a 13 to 11 aside, I reckon. Just more openings in the field, just like these Nissan 7s. See how exciting, and look at the people coming to the game. So the less the better, I reckon. There'll be more attack instead of defence.
I'm a bit of a traditionalist as far as rugby league is concerned. It's 13-a-side football. I think the WNFL Cup has proved without any doubt in recent years that you can have plenty of excitement even though defensive patterns are very strong. I think at the start of each season people quite understandably ask that question, particularly when sevens football is around. 7-a-side, obviously there's a lot more room on the field. I don't necessarily think that 11-a-side would be a better game. I like a lot of the defence that's in rugby league these days.
Well, I don't know about that.
Not sure?
Can't say, I'm not sure.
Okay. Thanks, mate.
Я капитан советской команды Андрей Ларь, и хотел бы выразить свое признание за теплый прием здесь у вас в Австралии. Так нас тепло и горячо никто, говорится, нигде не принимал. Большое спасибо, и мы надеемся, что нам повезет, и в будущем году мы еще сюда приедем и будем повышать свое мастерство, играя с такими сильными австралийскими командами.
Jason Smith now, 40 metres out, and they work a pretty wide blind side, and here's young Dallas coming in field, cutting a swathe through the Illawarra side. Beautiful piece of positioning. Dimmick, McGrady. Would have thought McGrady would have a bigger impact on sevens football than he has. Now he starts to prize them open. Dimmick follows him. Dimmick brushes away, gets his pass off to McCracken, and McCracken puts it down.
Iro serves one out for Cunningham. Cunningham going like a steam train, and the Eagles go over for yet another one. Freeman getting involved. He's been a bit quiet in these games in the lead up to this. Casado. He's only 10 out. He'll get there. Now he's starting to fire now. Yes, it was. Now it's Freeman again. He's looked determined to put some more points on the board, and that's what they're going to do through Tim Blazak. He goes over for the Roosters. That wraps it up now.
What about going again? Meninga away through Belcher. Long ball through to Pongia. Now away from Wood. It's with David Boyle. He'll get his second. Gee, they strike back quick, don't they, Canberra? Out to the quarter before he felt the impact of the Meninga tackle. And Gunner to the halfway. He looks for the speed. Now they go back looking for somebody that can run. This man apparently can. It's It's Elia. Mark Elia's back on the park and he goes in for his second try. Tartupa played the ball and taking it ahead is Fasu. Now into an opening, Mavavi. Back to his brother Parky and now back to Fasu. Fasu puts it down and another Western Samoan try.
Well, no, Tony to Mavavi, le captain now Western Samoa. As a matter of fact, I had to love the rugby league in Australia for the Kako invitation, the World Sevens. As a matter of fact, I had to love the committee Australia, the Kako invitation for Kalava.
Both give the impression they've done their homework, done their research on Sevens football. Iro puts Namu down the line. Dimmick gives up and Namu is away. Manly enlarge their lead to 16-6. Held up there by Owen Cunningham. This is Darren Smith. Back for McGrady. Cut-out ball Castle. Wide for centre. Short ball McCracken for the corner. And McCracken picks up another 4 points for Canterbury. Yes, Manly doing the deal with Pepsi in the off-season. Luke Goodwin, nice work. Brett Dallas, he'll complete it for him. Two fine young players combining.
Back for Blazik again, on to Freeman. Comes out plenty of hands. Hall from Salvatore back to Hall. One out for Gaffey. Gaffey claps it on. They come across to meet him. He should go in here. Yes, they will. Beecraft, the dummy half, gets it out to Freeman. On to Casado. Casado exactly doing what Peter said Freeman would do, but they're making good use of the ball and just letting the clock run down.
Oh, yes.
And look at that. You don't get any better use of the football than that. Right, Fiji with the ball now. And let's see what they can do as they go about defending this plate that they so proudly won last year. And this is Nico, good player Nico. He gets it on to Noah. Noah brushes him aside. Noah heads for the line, and Fiji are going to equalise here under the post. This is Nico. Along the line, they're slowing it down. They're trying to get the gap as they did before. Whether it's going to work another time. West now they start to get some numbers. Out they go, striding out. Can they get the overlap? Yes. Oh, you don't believe
it's
it.
A beauty.
Joe Rembelli goes in, and they've beaten Western Suburbs.
Oh, and the big swan dive.
Talk about this 26,000 people pumped up to the maximum. Oh boy, that's courage.
That is tremendous football. They do what they do best and they throw the ball around. They take chances, they take risks. They've come up, they've taken the gamble, and here they are, victorious. It's just great here. Everyone's on their feet applauding them. It's been a great final.
To the halfway line, he's around about 45 metres out. Parramatta in possession. Chance here for the Eels now. The pace is clapped on. Danny Krankovic will go all the way. Coleman rounds him up and makes sure he doesn't improve the angle. It's the trophy final, I remind you. Nice step there from Hudson, making the way for the mistake. He's got plenty of open space. Can he make it? He's going to try. The little legs are pumping. He's got there. The Sharkies get another 4. Right under the post. Maybe 2 to follow.
Ricketson out from dummy half. Looking to Popper to a support, but nobody coming off him. Salvatore's the dummy half. Freeman's first receiver. Pirouettes, goes back into the traffic, but it's going to take him to the line. This time McCallum can't deny them. Dummy half Cunningham. Namu goes ahead. Oljanik running off him on the outside. He's going to turn it, and he does. Oljanik did well, positioned himself nicely, and takes the 4 points. Freeman away to the open side. Now it's from Ricketson, gone through Scott Murray. It's with Blazak, and he picks up his 5th try of the day. Hasler makes the 40-metre grid, and Danny Moore comes up to the dummy half position to give to Cunningham. Now Iro. Namu going inside, and Elsgood makes ground down the left flank. He'll make it. Gaffey can't catch him. The Eagles are back square. This is young Ricketson. Oljanik brings him down on that 40-metre line. Freeman Coming back to a wide blind. He gets into some space. Freeman's still in front of them by a pretty big margin. He's running away from them. But I don't know whether Gary Freeman thought he had that much boot. Blazak to play it. Salvatore sweeps it for Freeman. Freeman holds it back. Now it's Casado. Casado, a big dummy, straight through the gap. Tony Casado scores for Eastern Suburbs. Hasler. Iron. Gene Namu. Now, Elsgood. Freeman, he beats him. He's gone down to the 20. They're not going to catch Elsgood, so Manly picks up another 4. 1 minute and 40 seconds to go. They're trailing 18-12. Casado comes back to the blind. He'll take it down with him probably. No, he gives it to Freeman. Freeman flung into the in-touch area, but the siren is sound in the background, and Eastern Suburbs have won the Coca-Cola World Rugby League Sevens. 18 points to 12. They've defeated Manly. Tremendous performance over the 3 days to go through unbeaten. They put behind them Cronulla, South Africa, the very exciting Papuan side, the equally exciting Western Samoans. They've beaten Manly in the final.
Ladies and gentlemen, Craig Salvatore and the Eastern Suburbs Roosters. What about the World Sevens trophy? Congratulations to the Roosters.